Indeed, low-hanging fruit there in the DRC. Now, Uber drivers can earn more commission per trip through Uber Comfort, a new product unveiled by Uber Kenya and aimed at making Uber trips more personalized for clients. The product, which is reserved for drivers with newer cars, is up for improvement with time. The new age threshold limit is 2015 or newer. The product, according to Imran Manji, the head of Uber East Africa, is suitable for meetings, events, commitments, and dates. Now, this new product is also in other African markets like South Africa, Ghana, and Ivory Coast. It makes Uber products 7 in total, adding to Uber X, Uber XL, Uber Share, among others.
Newest cars on the platform. Each car is generally mid-size to large size, and the features of it are that a passenger is able to receive a ride on some of the newest cars. They're able to set their preference on temperature. They're able to set their preference on conversation, and they're able to get extra waiting time before a trip starts. So drivers that are eligible for Uber Comfort and drivers that are driving on Uber Comfort will get a higher fare per trip than the equivalent trip on Uber X. So for drivers, it's an increased earning per trip.
The products that we launch are relevant locally, and that means we're able to serve a new category in the market, those who maybe want a little bit more comfort for each trip. So it means that we're able to serve a wider variety of riders or consumers in the market that we're in. With this, with Uber Comfort, it does target business consumers in that sense, but also it's open to anybody else who may want, who may want a little bit more comfort as they take trips on a day-to-day basis.
Lorraine Onduru there from Uber East Africa. Of course, they point you to the fact that things just got rosier for Uber drivers. Now, earlier on, we'd mentioned that we will have an interview in the second part of the show. We will have in studio the Unilever CEO. That's, of course, later on in the show. We will have representation from WFP. George Njoroge will be in studio with us here to talk about millet, and we'll be speaking to Professor Catherine Kunyanga from the UON. That conversation around millet essentially to give us a bit of insight into the ecosystem around the commercialization of finger millet. But that is after a short break. Do stay with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.